Good morning. I'm Dr. Ron Godbolt, Senior Pastor of One Church Covenant Fellowship. Glad to be with you this morning to share a word from the Lord. Do me a favor before we get started. Hit that like and share button so someone else will know that we're here. And do me one other favor. Go to our website, onechurchcf.com, so you find out what's going on at the church. Notice I'm wearing a special t-shirt here for Temple Building Fitness, and we're having a special workshop with them the first Saturday in October. So you might want to get a part of that. So look at the website, you'll find out where it's there. It's free of charge, of course. And every Sunday we're there at 9:45 we go to Sunday school on Zoom, but 11 a.m. we have morning worship at the church every Sunday at 11 a.m. The church is located at 918 Person Street in the city of Fayetteville. Let me share with you from Proverbs, the 30th chapter, verse 18. I've shared this before, but I think this is worth repeating. There be three things which are too wonderful for me, yea, four, which I know not. The way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. And if I could use for a topic this morning, things you just can't understand. Amen. And these are four things that we just can't figure out, how that an eagle can be standing flat on his feet and go and mount up. Amen. That sounds like us, don't it? We can be look like we down and out. Don't know how we're gonna make it, but we mount up. We go to a new level. Amen. And so this the writer saying, I can't figure out how the eagle does that. Then he said, I can't figure out how a serpent deal with a rock. The serpent will find a way to hide behind the rock. Amen. And then when you don't even know he's there and you look behind the rock, he'll strike you because his covering is in the rock. Don't that sound like us as Christians? The rock, Jesus, is our covering. And they can't understand how we can get behind that rock. We're protected. How we let that rock make a way out of no way for us. How that rock is our shield. Amen. We're just like that serpent. We got safety in the rock. No wonder David said, when my heart's overwhelmed, lead me to that rock that is higher than me. The third thing, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea. How can you figure out a ship? And I've been on cruises and you got thousands of people on the ship and you got elevators on there, all kind of rooms on there. And yet and still that ship stays afloat on the water. Amen. And that sounds like us, don't it? In the midst of all that's going on, we still stay afloat. We're still going on for God. In the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of war, in the midst of being misunderstood, our ship still maintain that course that we're on. And lastly, the way of a man with a maid. Anybody ever been in love? People can't understand how you can see that person and say, that's the one for me. And then you make a commitment. And we just celebrated our bishop, my brother's anniversary, he and his wife, 50 years. The way of a man with a maid. How in the world can two people live together and love each other for 50 years? Me and my wife, we're going on 46 years this November. Love each other, still committed to each other. All these years past. They can't figure it out, amen? And that's the way it is with the things of God. People just can't figure it out. I can't figure it out, but I know God is behind it. It's sort of like a little boy said to his daddy one time, said, Daddy, what makes the lightning bug light up? And the daddy didn't know the answer to the question, so, he just told son, I really don't know, son. So what the boy did, he went outside and found one, got it, took it to the back room, and he cut it open. And he come back and said, Daddy, I know what made the lightning bug light up. He said, what's that, son? It's the stuff that's in him, amen? It's something about when we get Christ in us, the right stuff, the right attitude, his word, his spirit. They can't understand how we can fly like an eagle, how we can mount up, how we can get protection through the rock, how we can be like that ship, don't never go under but stay afloat, and how we can love God with all our heart and be committed and keep doing it. Man, they can't figure it out. Amen. So keep on doing what you're doing. Amen. I had a lady named Miss McCormick. She used to sing this song at the revival. Snow Hill and Mount Calvary have our revival together, and she'll sing a song. What is this? It won't let me hold my peace. Whatever it is, it won't leave me alone. Amen. And we can't figure out what it is, but we know it's the Spirit of God. And I want to encourage you, stay with God. You'll mount up. Stay with God. You'll get victory over these things that come against you. And remember, do all you can. Do what's possible. And watch God do the impossible. God bless you.